Okay, let's jump in. Thank you, Lord Key, Victoria, Virginia, for moderating, Andrew R, and BFE Royal. Thank you guys for being here. Okay, so I'm gonna try to make this as quick as possible. Okay, well, I will try not to keep you guys here too long. If you guys have earbuds in, okay, I have the mic and the bell pretty close together. So if you guys have the volume up high, if you have earbuds in, if you're listening while you're driving, turn it down just a little bit. Just a little bit. I've missed you guys. I needed to take a couple days off, and I'm back. So I'm just getting off of work, and I wanted to go over a message with you guys because I know that it's been really hard lately. Okay, whoever I'm speaking to, it has been a rough month, a very rough month. And so I'm getting cue the fairy tale, cue the switch up because things have been really like, it's been frustrating. Okay, whoever I'm speaking to, you've had a really frustrating month and you've been trying to be positive. You've been trying to be optimistic. You've been doing subliminals. You've been doing affirmations. You've been doing askformations. You've been doing everything under the sun. You've been praying. You've been praying on your knees. You have been crying, wiping snot. You guys could be in a state where when somebody goes to ask you, how are you doing? You literally just start crying. That is how crazy this last month could have been for you. And that is for this transformation. You guys are going through major breakthroughs. So it's a lot of these things needed to happen for you to see something very specific. So if you guys missed the last couple of messages, bestie, you're behind. Okay, you're behind if you've been missing out on what I've been putting down. There are spiritual KOs in the mix, in the ethers for your namesake. Spiritual KOs, justice and judgment for your namesake. And I'm so excited because these things had to take place. And I hate saying that, but it is a part of your breakthrough. These tower moments that you've been going through because you guys have been realizing, and I've been telling you guys this for 4 live streams. Okay. I've literally gone over the stages. So if you are watching this stage first, you might want to go back 4 live streams or 5. And what I'm getting is you guys went through all of this so you could unlock different things. And one of those things that is really important is you not overvaluing. I'm trying to think of how to say this. You guys not overvaluing others that don't value you. You guys are no longer overvaluing others that do not value you. You are no longer in this pick me energy because of trauma. You're going to lay it out all on the table for whoever is not valuing you. You guys are no longer scared to lose people that don't value you, whether it's your ex that you were trying to get back with, whether it is a person in authority. You're like, if you don't see my value and I have to jump through all these hoops to prove it to you after all that I've been going through this past month, and you haven't asked me how I'm doing, you don't care how I'm doing, you don't have any empathy for what I'm going through, you guys are really starting to see over the course of the last month who was really there for you when everything was down. You know that saying, when it rains, it pours? It was pouring. It was pouring. It was dusty, busted, dumpster fire after dumpster fire. And you're really starting to see the people that really give a you know what. So certain people that didn't give a you know what, that have been playing nicey nice, you're seeing their true colors. And you're kind of just like, okay, well, I'm going through this, and my nail person, my nail tech cares more than you do. Okay. I've been going through all of this, and my lash girl let me cry on and get snot all over her shoulder. My so and so, my acquaintance at work cared more than these people cared. You are being shown 8 different things. The first thing is who not to put on a pedestal. Kick that pedestal right on over, okay? Because where you're going, which is up, they ain't going with you. And had they been a better friend, had they been a better authority figure, had they showed you compassion, sympathy, all of the things that you'd been showing them, they'd be riding this wave. They won't be riding this wave. You are going to be making money hand over fist. You have blessings coming in hand over fist. And all of these people that were supposed to be there for you, they showed their ass this last month. They showed what they really think of you because they couldn't give one lick, they couldn't give 1 inch, they couldn't give one breath of sympathy like you've given them. You are seeing all of the people that didn't really have a main character role in your life. Okay, all the people that didn't really have a main character role are now getting promoted in your life. You are now promoting, your acquaintances, people that you slept on. You're just getting to know them. You guys don't trust a lot of people. So you're just really seeing like these people care more, way more, that I was crying, that I was down and out, that I was scared, that I was traumatized, and that I've been a good person to whoever these people are. You no longer care about someone not seeing your value. Okay, you no longer care about people not seeing your value. You're like, you don't see my value? Well, watch me fly. Okay, these people, they need things, right? And what they don't realize about you, because they're sleeping on you right now, these people that you're knocking over their pedestal, they don't see that you could bail them out of so much despair. They don't see that you could give them a loan, get them out of trouble, get them other acquaintances. Like, you guys are well connected. Okay, most of you that I'm speaking to, you are very well connected. So they're going through their own towers. You guys have shown them sympathy. You guys could have given them a loan. You guys could have gotten them attorneys. You guys could have helped them. But now you're not going above and beyond, because as you were going through all of this chaos, you're really seeing like, why would I do that for you? It's enough that I'm praying for you and you're doing me dirty. It's enough that I'm praying for you and you don't give a shit. So why would I give you my resources when you are depleting mine? Why would I give you my shoulder to cry on anymore when I was giving that to you and you didn't care about what I was going through? You guys are now promoting other acquaintances, other friends, other people that you know into these roles, okay? And you're not even going to give the new people that are going to have main character energy, you're not going to give them a pedestal. They have to earn that pedestal. It does not matter who they are or what they are to you. They have to earn that trust. Affirm it below. Trust is a priceless currency, okay? Trust is a priceless currency. You will know in the beginning if this is your message, okay? So if it is not your message, do not ruin it for everyone else where this is their message. I'm going to make that very freaking clear. Do not distract other people from this being their message. There are people that need this message, okay? I will not tolerate it. Be nice to everyone in the live stream. I will not tolerate bullshit. This is whoever I'm speaking to. This spiritual KO, you have been waiting. This is like being in the desert with no freaking water. And everyone that you thought cared about you just passing by you, they got a full cup of water. They're just like, oh, you must be thirsty. And they just keep walking. They just keep walking. Not realizing that if they had given you a sip of water, you could have gotten them a whole spring. You could have gotten them a whole lake. You could have gotten them a whole thing, okay? And they ain't gonna get that whole thing, whatever that is, because they fucked up repeatedly. It is enough that you've forgiven them. It is enough that you have compassion for them. You're kind of like, yeah, you know not what you do. And I'm so elevated right now. I'm so evolved that I am just not even going to, I'm not really gonna sweat you, because God will provide a way. God will provide the water. The universe will provide the water. So you're like, okay, cool, pass on by. Okay, cool. You got water? You got water? You guys are all walking by? Okay, cool. When I get out of this shithole, I'm going from the pit to the palace. Trust and believe, I'll still be praying for you, but I will have released you. I don't value your value. Capiche? I don't value your value. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? The switch up. Cue the switch up. Because you are about to silently switch it up. And I mean everything. You guys are going to have people going absolutely batshit bananas, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, crazy, because they messed up. And when you get your spiritual inheritance and you're hearing that cha-ching and you're getting that spiritual KO, the justice, the judgment, and you're making that money hand over fist, that residual income, and the businesses that you're building, the legacy that you're building, the things that you have on lock, they won't even have words to articulate what they are seeing. I'm going to say that again. They will not have words to articulate what they are seeing because they thought, well, I'm high up. I don't need a loan, but they do need a loan. Okay. I don't need no water. I don't need no help, but they're in the desert. They're going through their own towers. And if they had given you just an ounce of compassion, you would have bailed them out of their own despair. But they couldn't even give you a cup of water. They couldn't even give that to you. You guys are getting most of your blessings, I'm sensing, in your 4th house and your 10th house. Because I feel like a lot of my besties right now are doing anything by any means necessary to protect their income and to protect their home. So in the home, I'm sensing like you're doing everything to protect your household, to protect your loved ones. You're doing anything and everything to protect your finances. And these people are siphoning that by not giving you a cup of water. So not realizing that you have all of these other things in the works, they don't even realize that because they don't ask. They don't ask, they don't know, they're not acquainted with the facts. So when they go batshit, well, oh well, oh well, oh well. So what I'm getting is you are silently changing everything. And I mean everything because of what you just went through. This breakthrough is one that you haven't gone through in like 2 to 3 years. You are going to be changing your aesthetic. You are going to be changing your home. You are going to be changing your job. And that could be like job code, or you're going to be switching up how you do your social media business or your spiritual business. You're just making changes because you feel like you've been doing the same old, same old. So you're a little like stifled with that. So you're like, okay, people are trying to figure out the method to your madness. So you guys have people over here that don't value you, right? And then you have people over here that are trying to figure out the method to your madness. You guys have all of the above going on. You guys have people trying to upstage you and that are talking about anything and everything that you are doing. They cannot figure out the method to your madness. Affirm it below. We're all mad here. We're all mad here. We're all a little bit crazy. And I keep getting things about fairy tales. So like cue your fairy tale, cue the switch up. Because you guys are switching up into a timeline that says this fairy tale will always be mine. It cannot miss me. It is my destiny. It cannot miss me. I got the glass slipper. I got like the masquerade mask. I got 2 castles. I got a key. What else did I get? I got we're all mad here. I'm just getting like fairy tale vibes. Like Cinderella, Princess and the Pea. So you guys, let me know below, what is your favorite fairy tale? Or what fairy tale, okay, if you are able to participate, what fairy tale do you resonate with the most? Is it Cinderella? Is it Snow White? Like, what do you resonate with? What is your jam? Or you could just say what your favorite fairy tale is. So I'm getting this hammer, right? You guys are throwing that hammer down. You're like, this is what it is. I said what I said when I said it. And within a few weeks, you are going to see your legacy like never before. Okay. Now, everything is already changing now. Like right now, you're already seeing where you were losing support, you are getting more support. And these people could have come in and protected you, but they didn't. And so God is coming in. God is intervening. to bring you that protection. Say you guys were trying to protect your household or trying to protect your money, and other people were doing things to plot, to plan, to trifle, to meddle, to mess with what you are building. And it got to a really low point. Whoever I'm speaking to, it got to a really low point where now you're seeing, oh my gosh, there is support coming in, and it's not coming from the people that said that they were going to come and support. Like, they're too late. They're too late. That's the thing. They're like, oh, I'm coming with that cup of water. I drank all mine, but I'm going to go get some more water for you. Don't worry. So as you guys are waiting, God is coming to intervene. God is bringing the water. By the time they get back with the second cup of water, you're going to be gone. You're going to be gone. And they're going to see this loss in support. They're not acquainted with that just as of yet, but they will be. Okay, because they are currently going through it, and you have shown them a lot of compassion. You've shown them a lot of empathy. And so there's a lot of people gossiping right now about how you maneuver, and there is a method to your madness, and it is about to switch up completely. So 2 to 3 years ago, you guys could have really changed your style, your aesthetic, how your home looks. 2 to 3 years ago, you guys could have really gone through a big elevation, a big breakthrough, where you decided, this is how I'm going to do my hair. This is what type of clothes I'm going to wear. This is what type of music I'm interested in. This is my aesthetic. This is my home. This is my decor. This is the job that I like doing. You are switching it all up, but you are doing it silently. You are switching it all up, but you are doing it silently. I also got 10th house. Okay, so you guys have blessings coming in your 10th house. This is, I have a video game controller. This is your level up, okay? But you are skipping 2 levels because you had a hell of a month. A hell of a month. You guys could be seeing angel number 333. You guys could be seeing feathers. You guys could be seeing birds everywhere, dragonflies, bees, 4-leaf clovers. Could be synchronistic to you guys. I have the glass slipper, the microphone. You guys are dropping mics like nobody's business. And there are 1 to 3 people. I have 3 P's in this pod. There are 1 to 3 people that have really shown you that they can be a shoulder to cry on, that they actually are not jealous of you. They are not envious of you. They actually care about you a great deal. And like, they're going to be there waiting with the tissue. They're going to be there waiting with the water because they see so much potential in you. You guys have really had to like guard and protect yourself over the course of the last month like you ain't never done in a really long time. And I mean by any means necessary. Again, like when it rains, it pours. That's what you've been dealing with. And you've been everything short of like being committed. Okay, that shit, you've been there, done that, got the t-shirt, and you are trying to get things back up and running. And when you do, we have the anchor here. When you do, you are going to drop the anchor like never before, okay? You went from a dinghy to a yacht. You're going to drop the anchor on the yacht. You guys have the motherload coming in. You guys could be a Scorpio, Sagittarius, or Aries, sun, moon, or rising, but you do not have to be. It's just extra confirmation. You guys are destination motherload. Affirm it below. I'm the destination freaking motherload. Hello. The motherload is here. And you've been waiting. And you've been thirsty. And you ain't been asking. Because these people should have just handed you that cup of water. And you guys are getting this new renewed enthusiasm towards your business. You guys are getting this new renewed enthusiasm towards your new projects, your new endeavors. And what are you doing, bestie? You are cutting a lot of people loose. We have the scissors. Drop your scissors down below because you are doing it silently. Normally you'd be like, oh, I was thinking about doing this type of aesthetic. Oh, I think I was doing about this, like this with my business. Da-da-da. You're not telling anybody anything. Probably aren't even telling your loved ones. Maybe you told one person. I feel like maybe you only told one person. And I feel like that one person you told wasn't even listening. Okay, so like I feel like you're safe. Silence is your superpower. It is your superpower. You guys could be seeing 111. I literally have 111 right here on top of these cards. 111. You guys could be seeing 222, 333, 818, 808, 888, or you guys could be a life path 8. There is something that you guys are seeing very clearly. There is a fire within you and no one can put it out. No one can put out the fire within you. It might have been dimmed. It might have been just ambers. Okay. It might have been real hard to see because people have been stomping out your fire because they've been stomping out on your stability. And all of this had to wreak havoc on your life to rebuild that foundation even stronger. Like you could be telling your household, your family members, your loved ones, we ride for each other. Okay, we ride for each other. We no longer let whoever the hell come and F with our household, come and F free. That's what you guys are seeing. We protect our household by any means necessary. And if those people don't value us, like this is going to be a whole anthem. If these people do not value you, you are cutting them loose. Okay, this is not a game to you. And whoever these people are, they're playing way too many games. Way too many games. The people that would not give you this cup of water. And then everyone else that's acting like a fool, these are your peers, okay? They're doing a lot to try to emulate what you're doing, and they can't keep up. Okay, they cannot keep up. They're even taking notes and they still can't keep up because you are about to switch it up like never before. Affirm it below. My switch up is real. You are the original gangster of everything you do. See this little peacock? This is you guys. You are more than the triple threat. You have many talents. And so there is this fire within you because it's been getting dimmed, it's been getting smudged, it's been getting stomped on. And so what you're seeing is, you know what? I am strong, I am big, I am bad, I am bold, I am Gucci, I am not freaking stressing like I did. And this is happening because of your prayer, because of your affirmations, because what you know to your core you deserve, and because you are releasing these people. It's like the law of attraction when we're chasing people like, you should love me, you should care about me. Where's the compassion? Where's the water? Where's the tissue? And they're like, they're confused. They're freaking confused. You're like, this is not gonna work. And I cannot be chasing you. This isn't even like pick me energy. This is like, you're supposed to care. And you don't even ask what's going on. But I ask about what's going on in your life, and I'm supportive. And I could have even given you more support, but you had to fuck around and find out and play games. A lot of people are intimidated by you. But these people that are about to lose your support completely because you are cutting that off, they are going to be really struggling. Really, really struggling. Thank you, Elvira, for your donation. So what I have for you guys is these letters A, J, H, G, T, M, N, and I got KO together. Spiritual KOs. You guys are going to have plenty, and this plenty that you're going to have, you're not just giving it out to whoever the hell. And these people are really going to need it. Not because you're trying to get revenge or anything like that. They were just already going through it. And something that you've been really needing is more rest, to be rejuvenated, to be re-energized, and you're going to be getting this clarity that you have really, really been needing. You're like, I can't see clearly because I need more sleep, or I need more prayer, or I need to eat more, because whatever you've been going through for this shift has been really stressing you out. Okay? This is like an unbelievable, there's a street bike confirmation. You guys have been going through an unbelievable amount of stress. Most people would have broke on week 1, let alone week or day 1. Okay, most people would have broke on day 1 or week 1. And you've been going through this for 3 to 4 weeks. I mean, Hail Marys, juking, driving, craziness you've been dealing with. And you guys are at your breaking point where you're like, okay, you don't appreciate me? Bye. Bye. I cannot. So, I wrote down some notes. This is you guys, bestie, so pay attention, pay attention. If you guys are new here, I'm your bestie on the internet. I'm your favorite YouTuber, duh. I am your cosmic cheerleader. I am your spiritual advisor, okay? Some people have financial advisors. I'm your spiritual advisor. Don't be doing crazy stuff without talking to me first. But we are just besties here chatting it up. I'm your fairy godmother. I'm all of the things. Get comfortable, grab whatever you be snacking on, smoking on, sipping on, because I'm going in. So whoever I'm speaking to, you are a very important person. You are most likely chosen or an earth angel. You heard what I said. When the devil ignores you, okay? Denzel Washington said this, and I love it. So I wrote it down. When the devil ignores you, you might be doing something wrong. Okay? So when you're like, oh my gosh, the devil never doesn't mess with me. Okay, I'm not saying you say that, but like people say that. Like, because they're doing whatever they're doing. Okay, we're not judging them, but they're just doing whatever they're doing. The devil is always messing with you guys because you have a purpose. You have places to be. Okay, where are you going? Places. When people ask me, where am I going? Places. My husband will ask me that all the time. He'll be like, babe, where are you going? Places. Duh. When the devil ignores you, you might be doing something wrong. When the devil comes at you every which way and sideways, you maybe it's because you're doing something right. Okay, maybe it's because you're doing something right. So think about how much you've been feeling attacked the last 3 to 4 weeks. Do you think that's because you're regular, bestie? Do you think that's because you're freaking schmegular? I don't think so. Oh, do you think that's because you're basic and you're just like no one's impressed by you? No, that is not the case. So if you guys pray or you believe in God, something that you can say is, the Lord will accomplish, or God will accomplish what concerns me. Okay, so if that is your belief system, because all belief systems are welcome here, let's keep it a buck, let's keep it 100. You can say that. That could be a great affirmation for me. For you, what concerns you, God will handle. Capiche? What concerns you, the universe will handle, or the Lord will handle, or the divine, or the creator. So God will accomplish what concerns me, which is great because there's no nots or don'ts or whatever. So it's a perfect affirmation and it's a perfect thing to say. And I really like that. So I made sure to write it down. Say thank you in advance for what's already yours. Okay, let's think about that. Say thank you in advance for what's already yours. What do you want? What are you trying to achieve? So when you're down on your knees praying or you're affirming or whatever you be doing when you're doing it, bestie, you just say thank you in advance for the things that you know are going to be yours. Thank you in advance for that house with the pool. Thank you in advance for that Ferrari out front. Thank you in advance for the most beautiful family, healthiest family ever. Thank you in advance for that cute little puppy dog I've been wanting. Thank you in advance for all the protection. Thank you in advance for all of the money in my bank account. Thank you in advance for all of the advancements. And thank you in advance for all the promotions. Whatever you want to say, okay? Thank you for your donation. Who was that? Hold on, because I'm in a whole nother thing. Thank you, Amanda. I love you too. I'm going to like your super chat. Okay. So then, where was I? Okay. God will accomplish what concerns me. Say thank you in advance for what's already yours. True desire in the heart is that itch that God is indicating it's yours. Okay, so when you guys get that burning sensation, okay, this fire, people have been trying to dim it. The devil energy's been trying to dim it. We ain't having that. We ain't having that. You guys could literally do a whole PowerPoint presentation. Okay, you could do a whole PowerPoint presentation on what you've been through the last 3 to 4 weeks. And this itch that you feel, this desire to keep going, to not give up, this is God indicating, this is the universe indicating that this is yours. This is destined to be yours. What is for you cannot miss you. Then I have Aspire to make a difference. This is you guys. This is why devil energy is always trying to stop you. You aspire to make a difference. So cue the fairy tale. You guys got people going bat shit crazy. Cue the switch up because you guys got people in their feelings and no one can figure out the method to your madness. No one can figure out how you're about to silently switch up. Because everything's switching. You are switching everything because of what you have just gone through. This could be partly because of how traumatic this last month was, or this could be because you're just like done with the same old, same old, same old, same old, or it could be both of them. You guys have blessings coming in hand over fist. Hand over fist. You know what I mean? So affirm it below. I got blessings on blessings on blessings coming in hand over fist. So you guys aspire to make a difference and people are whispering, okay? They're like, oh my gosh, I know they're about to do something, but I don't know what they're about to do. The way that you guys get it up out of the mud, even when the ish is hitting the fan, the way that you guys get it up out of the mud, even when it is hitting the fan, if the fan blows people away. They can't figure it out. They're like, aren't they going through shit? How'd they make that much money? Aren't they going through ish? How'd they get all those sales? Aren't they going through ish? How'd they get that promotion? Riddle me what? It's already yours. So you are releasing anyone that doesn't value you. You are no longer scared to lose people that don't see your worth. And I really want that to stay with you through this entire message. You are releasing anyone that doesn't value you, and you are no longer scared to lose people that don't see your worth. You're like, oh, you don't see my worth? Middle fingers stay up and they stay there. Or they go up and they stay there. You guys know what I mean. And there's a lot of on the low, like, oh my gosh, what are they doing now? What are they wearing? Your aesthetic is changing. What are they doing? You're just moving on up. Affirm it below. I'm moving on up. There are a lot of whispers about the way that you do things. And in a few weeks, you are going to see a huge change in your finances, but it's starting now. It is starting now. Affirm that below. Okay, put that in your pipe and smoke it. It's starting now, bestie. It's starting now. People are snooping. Okay, because people can tell there's something going on with you. People are snooping. You guys are under review, and people are going to be seeing you in a whole different light. A whole different light. And they can't stand it. Because how you guys maneuver is you guys are always switching things up, right? But trauma makes you, like towers that come in really makes you switch it up. Like nothing else they've seen. So when they're whispering and they're snooping and they see you in a different light, they're sick of seeing you in a different light all the time. All the time you're in a different light. So starting now, your finances are changing. Starting now, your protection is changing. Starting now, your life is changing. Oh my gosh, there's an airplane. Okay. Starting now, that is your affirmation. That plane in the sky, whatever it's doing up there, okay? I'm not even near an airport, so I don't know what's going on. But anyways, it's not about me, it's about you. There is plans in the works, and you guys are getting ready to soar. And then, okay, so I have people are snooping because they know that you're under review, and you be knowing that people are like nosy. So you guys are silently, like you're on your tippy toes, like, yeah, my blessings are coming in. And people are just waiting. They're on pins and needles waiting. So, ooh, bestie, I'm so excited for you because you are ready to switch everything up. Capiche? Okay, I think that was it for my notes. Let me double check. Because I did my notes different today. What was I just saying? Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, back to the message at hand. I'm in a weird mood today. Okay, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Hi, guys. I love all my besties. I love reading your guys' messages. I know I love that like I'm able to help and it's just like I can brighten your day. Like I don't know if you like I could cry. That means the world to me. That think about like the people that you care about when they're there for you when you're going through a hard time. And the fact that I can be that for people all over around the world makes me really emotional because it's hard to find. So when you guys put that in the comments, I'm like, it blows me away. It literally blows me away that I can be that there. That it means that much to you. That what I'm trying to do, little old me on my corner of the internet, helps you guys. I'm helping people all over the world. Like I'm in the States, I'm helping people all over the States. I'm helping people in Australia, in Africa, in China, in Germany, in the Netherlands. Like I'm helping people everywhere, and it's just like, like that's why that emoji's in the title, because I'm just like, my mind is like, whoa. So people are starting to see that you are an earth angel, but that doesn't mean that they can just come on by and take advantage, okay? These people are acting a fool and they're playing too many games, and it's going to be apparent to them when they go through this next storm. They're not even going to know how to manage or steer or weather it. Yes, Savage Queen is in India. We have London, Alaska, New Zealand, all over the world. I appreciate you guys. There are some people that have been playing games about copying your style. And I hate when this pops up because there is someone that is definitely admiring you, but they're not really telling you that they're admiring you. And it's not like you need to hear that, but they're trying to study the method to your madness. And so right now you're being very mature, bestie. I'm very proud of you. You're being very mature by A, taking it as flattery, and B, taking it as they're trying to figure out their way. Okay, they themselves are trying to climb to the top of Cringe Mountain, and they're trying to figure out how to get into the land of cool. So take it as a compliment that they already see you there as successful and that they already see you as the land of cool. But you guys are not dealing with, just because they're doing this and you're understanding and you're compassionate of their circumstances, does not mean that they're going to have a lot of access to your energy, because there's something else going on. I'm going to try to pull what I can. There's something else going on there, but there's like this mooching type of vibe. They want to act like you, walk like you, talk like you, because they also want to be seen in a different light. Okay, we have God hid you in plain sight from your enemies. Your gifts are getting stronger. People can see this. People that are your peers or people that are in the workplace, they're seeing you come through with more confidence. This spiritual KO, okay, affirm it below. You guys are coming through like the Flash. Your favorite movie could be like superhero movies. You guys could like comic books, Alice in Wonderland, Cinderella. I'm also hearing Harry Potter, and I've never gotten that for you guys as a download. So you guys might really like Harry Potter. But we have God hid you in plain sight from your enemies. And some of the people that have been attacking you, they are very intimidated by you. Okay, because thank you, Luna Ray. I appreciate you too. Oh, I love Lord of the Rings, Jeb. I love Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. The Hobbit was one of the first books that was like a bigger book that I ever read, like as a kid. And I was young because I love reading. But people are intimidated by how you maneuver. You guys are going to be picking up a new hobby. Okay, so there's something new that you're going to be tapping into. I'm not quite sure what it is. You guys will know what it is. Maybe you guys are putting a pole in your house and you're going to be pole dancing because it's like a really good workout. Maybe some of you guys are going to be gardening or hiking more. I'm just seeing you guys are picking up a very therapeutic habit or hobby, I should say, that makes you feel really confident. Like, if you don't want to go to pole dancing classes and you want to install one in your home, and you put mirrors up, like you're going to be working on your sacral, your root, your solar plexus. You are getting in your zone to feel sexy. So whatever, that's the first example I could think of. So whatever you guys are doing, it's something like that where it makes you feel more confident, or it puts where it puts dopamine in your body. Okay, it stores it there. So it could be working out, it could be lifting. This kind of tumultuous month that you guys have been through, it's been very turbulent. You guys are like, you know what? I've been neglecting lifting weights. I've been neglecting working out. I've been neglecting using that workout equipment I bought. You guys are seeing what you've been neglecting, and you're like, you know what? I could have really used that while I was going through this storm. It maybe wouldn't have me crying as much, but you guys also needed it. Okay? You guys also needed it to get things up out of the mud, because now you are realizing through this heightened awareness that you have that you are more receptive to energy or information. Okay, you guys are more receptive to information because of what you've just been through. Your abilities are being heightened because of what you've just gone through. We have the Uzi. Okay, if you guys have been with me for a while, you know what the Uzi represents. Drop your Uzis down below. The Uzi on my channel represents your protection, being the original gangster, showing people you don't want smoke over here. Stop pretending that you do, because you really, really don't. But the Uzi represents you guys protecting everything by any means necessary. Then we have taking risk. There is something where you're going to be taking risk. You are throwing the hammer down. We have a hammer here. We're keeping it spicy. We have the mushroom, so that's your galactic truth serum. You guys got people tripping on what you're sipping on. The risk that you're taking is if they don't see the value, they better fly through twice. If they don't see the value, they better fly through twice. So a lot of people would be like, oh, that's risky to break a lease. Oh, that's risky to quit that job. Oh, that's risky to file for divorce. Oh, that's risky to file for custody or to do whatever you guys are doing. People are like, oh, I wouldn't do that if I were you. Watch me fly. Okay? Affirm it below. Watch me fly. Sense of humor. Your sense of humor is changing. If you guys have been through a lot of post-traumatic stress, thank you, Andrew M. Thank you so much. If you guys have been through a lot of post-traumatic stress because of a narcissist or because of narcissistic abuse, it can be very hard for you guys specifically to lock into laughter or happiness for too long. It's almost like you want to tap out. You're like, no, I know I'm happy. Or you fight it. You guys could fight laughter. You guys could fight being happy for too long. So people could literally think, oh, they're only happy when they're miserable. But it's actually because you have CPTSD. Now, I'm not diagnosing anyone, but you will know if that is you. Okay, if you guys were like me and you had a narcissistic parent that made your life a living hell, that could be you guys, where it is very hard for you to stay in your own body to receive pleasure. You guys could constantly being like self-deprecating or punishing yourself. Like, say you're laughing and then you stop laughing and they're like, no, go ahead and laugh. Why are you fighting it? And you realize that you do this. So something that I learned is that you guys could do ice baths, practice being in your own body, counseling, therapy. Do not feel ashamed or shy that you might need counseling or therapy, because we need help. A lot of us earth angels or those that are chosen, or even light workers, okay? All my light workers and my empaths, we've had hard comeuppance, okay? More than the school of hard knocks will ever even be able to fathom. You guys have been through a lot, and it's okay to need help. Okay, so say you can't get in a full-on ice bath. I've told you guys this before. You guys can get a bowl of ice and a little bit of water, and you put your hands in there as long as you can stand it. You're just practicing being in your own body. You're practicing receiving pleasure. And a way that you guys can store dopamine in your body is not by scrolling, okay? Scrolling on the phone, that's cheap hits of dopamine to the brain. Okay, so we need to steer clear of that when we're waking up and when we're going to bed, because if we wake up that way when our brain is the most impressionable, like when it's in the state of RAS, and that would be a good time to do affirmations. That would be a good time to meditate, to pray, because that is how your whole day is going to go. So if you wake up and your brain is in the state of RAS and you just start scrolling, you're like, oh, F today, I don't want to get out of bed, da da da. We all do it. Okay, we all do that. That cheap dopamine to the brain is what your brain is going to chase all day. Whether it's a coffee, a nap, not going to work, whatever, that's like short-sighted dopamine, you know what I mean? So you guys are looking at different things like, I want to be happy, I want to laugh more. Your humor is shifting and people see this in you. It's making you guys very personable, very relatable. People are really drawn to you already. And this is just you guys being more authentic to who you really are. Kind of like how you were when you were a child, being quirky, being weird, being funny, and just not being scared to show people like, yeah, I'm silly, I'm weird, and what? I'm weird AF, and what? You guys are overcoming fears by saying, you know what, I might need therapy. You know what, I might need help. I don't know for how long, but I might need it. So I'm going to do that. You guys could be really busting and breaking down your routines. Like, no, I need a better routine for this. I want to stop smoking, or I want to stop drinking, or I want to make sure that I'm sleeping more, or I want to make sure that when I'm in this foggy little state of waking up, that I'm doing good things to make my day amazing. Okay, so what I do when I wake up is I pray. Okay, I pray when I wake up. I listen to subliminals. I do a morning meditation. It just kind of, I have like 4 things that I do, but I always start with prayer. And I'll switch it up between like morning meditation, doing some feeling lucky, feeling I want to, I work a lot, you guys. You guys know I have like 5 jobs. I work a lot and the hours are long. So when I wake up, I want to make sure that I'm setting the best intention that I can, not only for me, but my subconscious and for the people around me. I want to make the day the best. I want to get the best and the most out of the day. You guys are starting to see that not only is there a lot of gossip. Thank you, Chantel. Spot on. I was diagnosed with PTSD after I left an abusive situation. Exactly. So I don't want to diagnose anyone. But you guys will know because you went from having parents that treated you this way to partners that treated you this way. Because when we have parents that treat us this way, we're like, love me, need me, listen to me, and they don't. We go and date people like this where we're like, need me, love me, appreciate me, and they don't. So it's like years and decades, possibly. It doesn't have to be for each and every one of you. But that's what I did. I went from wanting my mom's love and affection to being like, F it. And then I got into relationships like that. And so having CPTSD is hard. I have to make sure I laugh more because I'll hold it in. I will literally hold it in. My husband's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I don't know. I don't know why I do that. Okay. He's like, you were laughing and then you stopped laughing. And I'm like, I do that. Yeah. Because I feel guilty if I'm having too much fun. Okay. I had a parent that was always on my ass. I could not sit down ever. Or it was, here's a list of things for you to do. So I was always trying to look busy. I was always trying to be busy doing things. And so I'm like that even now as an adult. And it's a pattern. It's a habit I'm trying to break. But I feel guilty if I'm sitting. So I'm trying to get out of like being a workaholic because I do that. And I feel like, oh, I need to be going, doing, or I'm lazy, or I'm a piece of shit, or I'm just not, I don't have my life together. And that is not the case. I'm allowed to chill. So I'm learning to be in like my divine feminine energy, my dark feminine energy. And you guys are also learning that too. You are really trying to slow down the negative self-talk. Maybe you're realizing that through this last month of everything being really turbulent, you're like, dang, I really beat myself up. I didn't need to do all that. And so now you're trying to undo it. You're like, I got to fix it. I got to make it right. I got to make it better. I need to meet. You're going to be really careful of what you're listening to and who you're being influenced by because you are meant to shine. Because you are meant to shine. So you're going to be laughing more, singing more, being more weird, and you're only going to really surround yourself with people that don't give an F that you're that way. Okay? You are done doubting yourself. You guys can sniff bullshit from a mile away. You guys can predict, whoever I'm speaking to, you can specifically predict things 6 months to a year out. And you are going to start trusting that ability. Whether you're getting that gift from God, the universe, whoever you pray to, whatever your beliefs are, you're going to start believing that you do have that power. Like, you know what? I predicted that this shit show was going to start. Nobody believed me. They believe you now. You're like, I just knew that it was going to be like this and like that and like this, but nobody freaking listened to me. You're going to believe it yourself more. And then the other people around you are going to be like, yeah, because they said what they said. And last time it happened. So I should have listened to them. I should have taken their advice. You can sniff it out from a mile away. Your sensors are like, that's a bag of crap. Oh, that's a dusty, crusty light. No. Now, again, as people are gossiping about you, you guys are going to receive a lot of gossip. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm guilty of that. It's like I don't know if it's like a thing in the States or it's how women bond or how people bond in general to be like, I got the tea. Let me tell you what happened. What had happened was, and so when we get, thank you, Thomas, when we get information where like our arch nemesis number 2 is just dogging it in life, we're like, you're probably going to go tell your person like, arch nemesis number 2 is dogging it. I'm just letting you know. Okay. So as you guys are realizing people are gossiping about you, you are going to be receiving a lot of gossip. I literally tripped up on this today. Before I went live, I was like on the phone, like, yup. Sure enough, that's what happened. Why am I doing that? Okay. There was somebody that got married for money, or somebody that you know that forces people to get married. They like give them an ultimatum. And this person is really going through it. You actually feel bad for some of your arch nemesis that are going through it because you know they're getting into bad marriages. You know 6 months ahead, a year ahead, it's going to fail. And you know all the details of why it's going to fail. But you're watching it unfold. And so it's almost like confirmation that through the grapevine, you're hearing that that is unfolding that way. And you don't really wish that on them. But it's almost like you're going to somebody like, I said what I said, and it really is happening that way. But you're just going to be more aware of not really, I don't want to say that you're celebrating anybody. So like when I went to say it, I wasn't trying to celebrate what they were going through, but I was like, I knew it. So whoever has been pointing the fingers at you, not treating you great, not treating you fairly, they are going through what you think they're going through, okay? And you are being tested. A part of your test and bait and trap is not gossiping. Okay, I fell for that. I fell right in the trap. Let me lay in it, okay? Because I fell in it, and I normally, when I'm working doubles, which I do a couple times a week, I bartend and then I come home and then I do this, and I was like, I never do a lot of phone calls in between because I'll get into talking and then I feel like all of my energy is like zapped before a live stream or before channeling messages. So I really try not to be doing that, but I did it and I kept it short, but still I was like, no, girl, you were just gossiping. We're trying not to do that, okay? Thank you, Jean. I have CPTSD and was denied disability support. I have faith this rejection is divine redirection. But send prayers if you can. Thank you. You're welcome. You guys are realizing how powerful your prayers are. And just because you don't see it happening lickety split, it does not mean that it ain't on the way. So kind of like when you guys order something and you're like, oh, I really can't wait for it to get here. It's kind of like the same thing when you send out your prayer. Some things are just a bigger order. Some things are just coming from really, really far away. And it needs time to be processed. It needs time to be packaged with care to get to you correctly, how it needs to. So kind of remember that when you were praying for really big things like you need this protection, you need this, you need that, remember that your prayers are being heard. Okay? It is being processed a certain way in divine timing. I got divine timing a lot for you guys, that you guys are really tired. You're just like kind of over praying, saying, praying, and just you're like, oh my gosh, like I keep saying it. But I want you to really sit and think about how some of the things have already shifted, because it is happening. It is happening. Okay, so if you were praying for protection or assistance, you are starting to see some things looking up to where you might be able to afford that, grab that, get that, or even perceive that it's coming. You guys could be going no contact with some people or blocking certain people. I don't know. Somebody needs to hear that. Anyone sending you negative energy, like that you've been praying against or praying to protect yourself against, they are being blocked. They are being blocked. I've been telling you guys that for like 4 days, that you're going from hearing them being like this, turning up, turn down for what, to nothing. Crickets. Crickets. Okay? Because you guys got to a breaking point that you prayed like you ain't never prayed before. And it's a good habit to have. Okay? You are praying against a lot of evil eye. You are praying for protection. You are praying for stability. And your prayers are being heard. This whole message is about your prayers being heard. And I know a lot of you guys are over it. You're over the petty people that went to petty university, didn't even graduate. You guys are over. Confirmation. That is a street bike. Blasting music, by the way. You guys are just over it. And even though you know that you're over it, you know that you can't give up on yourself. You know that you can't give up on yourself. So you guys are rebuking, canceling, and blocking and denouncing negative energy, and you are doing this consistently. Now, I want to say something to you guys that I don't normally say, but I'm going to say this because I feel like it's really important. If prayer is your jam, okay, the jams that you're jarring, okay, if prayer is that for you, I want you guys to realize that when you're praying for the same thing over and over and over again, I feel, my personal opinion is, I feel like it's really important to say those things with conviction. So I know that it's like, I cancel, I rebuke, I denounce, really being like, no, I cancel that. And I know we're saying it over and over again, okay? But saying it with conviction, I feel like is important, not only for you, but for the prayer and for your intentions. Like, no, I mean what I said. I don't just expect what I said. I don't just expect it to fall into my lap, but you guys are doing something right when the devil comes at you that hard. Okay? When the devil comes at you this hard, you're gonna be praying a lot. A lot. So yeah, mean it with your whole ass, your whole heart, your whole soul, even if it's repetitive. Okay? Try to switch up the words a little bit so you don't feel like it's so repetitive, because those prayers are working. Because things are starting to literally disintegrate for your enemies, okay? They are going through certain things because of the way that you're praying. Your prayers are not going unanswered. They're not going unheard. Divine timing is at play. So think about it. You sent the first prayer out, and you said it with your whole heart and your whole ass and your whole soul. That's being processed, okay? Because it was a big order. And it's coming from Egypt, okay? I always say that. I'm like, it's coming from Egypt. It's coming from Abu Dhabi. It's coming from real far. And when it gets here, it's going to lay everything out. But it's already starting, okay? It's already starting. Things are happening for you guys, bestie, by grand design. Look, I got justice for you. Justice. Your justice is on the way. Help is on the way. And when we're really going through it and we're having a meltdown and we're crying, it's hard to see. But really think about it like, well, dang, last week I was going through all of this. And today I'm only going through this one thing. That is a prayer being answered. Okay, I'm going to say that again. Last week it was raining, it was pouring, it was turbulent, it was dirty, it was dusty, it was bad. And today you're like, oh, I only had 2 hiccups. That is your prayer being answered. Your breakthrough coming is a blessing. Your switch up is a blessing. You are going to be getting blessed hand over fist. Cue the switch up, cue the fairy tale. Self-made. People are going to be recognizing that you did what you did when you did it. And the people that were like, they couldn't be bothered, they're like, not seeing your value, you're no longer chasing them. You're like, you know what? I have divine timing and angelic help. Yes. Who said that? Spiritual fairy. Girl, a hot mess last. I know it was. It was hard to channel. I was crying. Man, I cried like every day last. I've been crying every day for like 2 weeks. So I know what I'm channeling. Okay? I know that for certain. You guys have been going through it. You're like, I need to be in solitude. I don't want to be around nobody because it's so dense, thick, and heavy. The devil is coming and playing and meddling because you're doing it well and you're doing it right. Okay? You guys have this change coming in, and there's old conditioning, old narratives, old words that are depleting of who you really are. Deprecating. I never say that word right, but you know what I mean. It doesn't help who you really are. There is a change coming for the better, and you will be successful by your own efforts. Okay? You guys are co-creating with the universe, or you are co-creating with God. God has the divine timing, and you got the rest. I'm going to say that again. God has the divine timing, and you have the rest. Prepare to be surprised. Prepare to be shocked. Prepare to be shook. Because last week was a you-know-what show. Like, it was a dumpster fire. It was a whole enchilada of a mess. And that was like week 3 for some of you of messes. You guys are going to be buying homes or homes to rent out. And you thought this would never happen. I feel like you guys are being very careful, though, because you don't want to get burned and you don't want to get screwed over. But I'm seeing that some of you guys are thinking about taking real estate classes, or some of you guys are thinking about how you can make residual income by buying homes, or some of you guys thought that you were 2 to 4 years away from buying a home, and you're like, nah. Everyone's been messing with my ish. Apartments, flats, wherever you guys are in the world, you're like, I've had it. I wouldn't be dealing with this if I was a homeowner. And so you're being very methodical, the method to your madness. You're being very careful about how you do that, but you are seeing it's closer than you thought. Okay, you guys buying homes, for those of you where you're reaching for that. Okay, I got the castle twice. Okay, I got the purple castle here, and I got this castle. So I'm getting that you got 3 thrones and 2 homes. Minimum. 3 thrones and 2 castles. Okay. So there is something that you are doing by grand design. You're like, yeah, I thought I wasn't going to be able to buy a home for like at least another however long. And you are seeing that that's much closer because people are not appreciating you. People are not protecting you. People are not doing what they said they were going to do. And you're like, okay, well, you want to F around. You're going to find out that I don't have to be here. And you will be missed, bestie. You will be missed. We have divine timing and angelic help. Your angels have heard your prayers. You've been holding the line. I tell you guys this, last week. You guys have been holding the line. Like, where's the help? Where is it? I know it's coming. You've been holding the line, and now your angels are ready to bless you with opportunities. I'm getting a lot about angels. I got that message 6 times. Angels. Earth angels. Angelic help. I got an angel here. A lot of different angels. Okay. So if you guys need relationship advice right now, drop in the comments whether you are in a relationship or single. I feel like I have a lot of singles, so we might start with singles. But if you guys need love advice, we haven't done this in a couple days, or we haven't done love advice in a week. So let me know if you guys do need it. If you don't, we'll move on to the last part of this message. Super single. Okay. All my single besties. All my single besties. All my single besties. Okay. Oh, whoa. Okay, singles, are you ready? I'm seeing that you are on a zero, you know what, type of Somebody has been being really mysterious with you, bestie, and they have been treating you kind of like a piece of meat. They invite you over late. They're like, or they act like they don't want to be exclusive, or oh no, I'm hurt. I'm real hurt from my ex. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. However they've been acting, you are moving swiftly towards sunny days because you are going to listen to your intuition and you're going to start being mysterious. So if you guys have been trying to like date, or you've just been talking to a neighbor, or talking to like your work crush or your crush wherever you guys be going, okay, you are seeing that, okay, maybe they don't have a lot of depth because they see me as a piece of meat and I am way more than that. Okay, so this person can see you as like a hot pizza. You know what? They see you as hot. And you're like, I'm beautiful. I'm more than just hot. I'm smoking hot. No filter needed. And I don't know what these people are scared of, but understand this. They can't handle you. You guys are going within. Like, even if they were given a map, they wouldn't really know what to do with you. Okay, this person is only interested in casual sex. They're only interested in, you know what? And you guys are riding off into the sunset. What did I tell you guys? If they are not willing to value you, you are not scared to cut them loose. Drop your scissors down below. If they are not willing to value you and they're just treating you like a piece of ass, like a little snack, like a little sneaky link, no. Step and repeat. You are the wild one. You are simply unpredictable. You are going to move more mysteriously. So if they've been blowing up your phone, like, when are you going to come over? When are you going to come over? You're just like, I'm not. Because you're just seeing that you're not going to get more than what they're even saying. So you're just going to like believe that. You're just going to kind of believe them the first time or second time or third time. You guys have been, or you're going to be meeting somebody that's a little bit bashful. Okay, besties, you guys are going to be meeting somebody that is bashful. They're going to be withholding, humble, reserved, and introverted and shy. This is going to like drive you like straight to them. Like, oh my gosh, they're so shy. Why are they shy though? And I'm seeing that you guys finding yourself going within, doing some introspection. You're just like, they don't value me, so I don't need to deal with these like booty calls and these like, you know, they're just short-sighted, very shallow. Okay, whoever you guys are dealing with that are a little bit shallow, you guys have just been like DMing or talking on Snapchat. It's been very like light, but you could see where it could go if it went further. Okay, you're like, I'm not about to be your permanent booty call, first of all. Thank you, Cassandra. Thank you so much for your encouragement. I'm moving on up. Yes, you are. The next person that you guys are going to meet, my singles, is going to be somebody more bashful, more shy. And they might not even normally be shy. I'm also getting singles that you guys have justice unfolding for your exes. Okay, your exes are missing you. They are thinking about you a lot, not just because of retrograde, okay, because retrograde's over, but these exes, they feel like a prisoner in their life. And if you feel like they're energetically tugging on your energy, they are thinking about you a lot because they're realizing, and I got this as a download the other day, but I forgot to write it down. I'm getting that some of you guys have exes, and I've been getting this for the past couple of days. They're kind of like seeing that nobody's going to make them laugh like you. Nobody's going to love them like you, ride for them like you. And it could be years later. Like, you could have dated this person 10 years ago. You guys could have dated this person 5 years ago. This person, this ex, they really hop from one relationship to the next. They're like a serial dater. They're codependent. They're never alone. So they could also party a lot, abuse certain substances, or drink a lot. And so they've never really sat down and parked their behind to think about your guys' relationship. And now, for some reason, they're really having to break that down because they have to sit by themselves. They're having to sit and go within that well, dang, I really blew that up, or I really effed that up, or they're thinking about you a lot. You are the best thing that they never had for a long time. Ooh, we have in the closet. Yeah. There is somebody watching you guys that is hiding their feelings. Okay, singles, there is somebody watching you that is hiding their feelings. It's somebody on your Snapchat, your Instagram, your dating app. They're bashful. They're like, oh, well, I really want to say something to them, but I should wait. They probably already know they're hot. They probably already know they're good looking. So, like, what am I going to bring to the equation? So, you guys have somebody kind of lurking, watching you, admiring you, not really knowing what to say, not really knowing if you're interested in dating or what type of person you are, like really to the root of it. But I want to get some more information. Thank you, Virginia. Yes, smash that, you know what. Okay, singles. Let's see what else we got for you guys. I'm getting that you're just tired of the same old scene. You're tired of the same old shady people. Whoever is coming in new, they're going to make a sweet gesture. So if you guys are not used to like being taken out on a date, or there's just going to be something different. It's going to be sweet versus shady. You guys are used to somebody saying, oh, do you just want to hang out? Da, da, da. Like, it's not anything. It's not courting. So then there is a new person that's been watching you, and they're kind and they're generous, and it's going to look and feel like a movie. Okay, some of you guys are gearing up, to meet a new person. They've got goals, they have hobbies, they have things that they do. They're also a peacock, but I'm getting that they're like maybe a little bit more introverted. Or you guys make them feel shy because you're so exotic. There's something very exotic in the way that you move, or your aesthetic. Your ethnicity, you might not feel is exotic, but this person sees you as exotic. So they're definitely seeing you as the catch. But you guys are going to be going through this rebirth where this new person is going to show you love, is going to show you romance, and you might be like, ugh, because you've been treated like you know what. That's how I was when I met my husband. I was like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Trying to sweep me off my feet? What are you, like, I don't trust that. I don't trust that. I don't, what? And you guys are going to have to like adjust kind of slowly. That's another thing. Whoever this new person is, they're not going to rush you. They're not going to make you feel pressed. These other people were like, kind of like, oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? But they weren't giving any commitment or any value. So you guys are kind of just like falling off. If normally you would give like a goodbye message to somebody that you were just conversing with, you weren't even like serious or messing with yet, you're just going to kind of be like, yeah, I'm not even going to say goodbye. I'm not even going to give those little niceties. What do I need to do that for? We're not anything. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, you guys are meeting somebody new. It's going to feel like a movie. You are definitely going to be like, what? Wait, what? What is that? You're going to definitely be confused. So I freaking love that for you guys, singles. You guys are going to be meeting somebody new that is going to differ from your usual type. On top of that, I don't feel like this person is shy, but you make them kind of shy. But I'm getting that you're going to feel really comfortable with them, and that's how you're going to know. They're not going to be pressuring you. They're going to come out of nowhere. Whoever this person is, they've been watching you, and they're going to come out of nowhere. You'll be like, you're just going to get a message. You're like, who are you? Wait, what? It could be TikTok. It could be Instagram. It could be a dating app. They're going to come out of nowhere. I don't feel like they've been watching you for a long period of time, but just know, singles, that your exes are like, And those of you that are in a relationship too, that's for all of you guys. For those of you that are in a relationship and those of you that are single, you guys have exes that finally have to sit in their mess that they made years ago. I mean, they made years ago. They finally have to sit in that mess of like, oh, okay. Okay, those of you guys in relationships, anything not of the light or the divine plan is no longer welcome here and must leave immediately. Amen. Express your love. Okay, so this is something that you guys are going to be getting better at. I told you guys you're going to be laughing more. You're going to be working towards this more. Maybe this other person is better at expressing their love, and you're realizing that you're hindered in some way because of things that you guys have been through. So you're like, you know what? I want to make romantic gestures because you are seeing that, like, somebody you're with deserves more, or you want to give them more. And so if you are not the romantic type, or you feel like you haven't been trying a lot in the past however long, many years or months, you're like, I need to try because I haven't been trying. Sometimes people give up in relationships because they're like, I don't want to make the effort anymore. I was watching a reality show a couple days ago, and she was like, I want you to romance me. Like, I want you to make me feel beautiful again. Somebody here has a partner where they can't even say that out loud, but they are definitely feeling a little bit insecure. They're like, I really wish they would like try. They feel like they have to do a lot of the work or a lot of the like romancing. And so I'm seeing that you guys are going to be like, you know what? Let me put in some more effort. Let me surprise them. You might be surprising them with a staycation. You guys might be surprising them with going out to a nice dinner or a picnic. You're just going to surprise them with something because I don't know, maybe this person has been going through this hard month with you and you're seeing how it's really breaking them down. Maybe they're not spiritual like you and they're not awakened. So all of this stress that you guys have both been going through, you're getting out of it, but they're just like over it. They are over it. And so I'm seeing that you guys really want to pick them up out of this despair. Oh. Pay attention to red flags. Okay, those of you guys that feel like you are in a toxic relationship, for those of you that feel like, this is not my forever person, for those of you that feel like I'm stuck with them, we live together, we're stuck in a lease, this is definitely a situationship, or if you feel that you have turned into roommates, if you feel like you guys are sleeping in separate bedrooms, okay, or you don't even go to their house, or you guys don't even see each other for weeks or months at a time, pay attention to those red flags. Okay, if that is you guys, there are signs that are cautioning you to heal family issues. So we were talking about that PTSD, CPTSD, because healing those family issues is going to help you in future relationship. Your love life will benefit from forgiving your parents. Okay, there might be certain deception that you guys fall for, or you're mad at yourself for falling for because of how your mother or father treated you. Heart-to-heart conversations in both groups, whether it's a toxic relationship, situationship, or good relationship, you guys are going to be having heart-to-heart conversations like, you know what, let's just be honest. We're roommates and this isn't working. You're not trying. I'm not trying. Let's just cut our losses. Can we be real for a second? Can we just cut our losses? Because, like, what is this? We want to live another decade like this? Like, you're in that bedroom, or I'm on the couch, or you're over here. You're like, whatever. Those of you guys in healthier unions, you're going to be having these heart-to-heart conversations like, I'm sorry if I let you down. I'm sorry if you felt like I got complacent. I'm sorry if you feel like I'm not trying hard enough. I do love you. I just don't know how to articulate it all the time. Okay, some of you guys deal with not being able to articulate your person's love language because of certain things that you guys have been through. So say your love language is gift giving and acts of service, but your person's love language is words of affirmation and affection. And you're like, I'm not good at that. I've been neglected my whole life. I'm not good at affirming, like, oh yeah, you're the shit, you're this, you're that, you're this. Or maybe you could do that with your friends and hype them up, but you can't do that with your person because you feel silly or you feel weird or it makes you feel really vulnerable. You guys are going to be working on that. You're like, you know what? They obviously need to hear that more and it's obviously making them really sad. So I'm going to work on giving them words of affirmation. I'm going to work on giving them affection. Maybe you thought you were doing a great job. You're like, you know what? I can do better. I can do better. Please let me try. I don't want to give up. And then for others of you, you're just going to be like, let's call it what it is. Okay? It ain't good. It ain't great. So Some of you guys in healthier unions, you're going to be working on flirting with your person more, really figuring out what their likes and dislikes and trying to be there for them with their hobbies or their passions or their extracurricular activities or with their family in general. So maybe you feel like you've been a little lackadaisical, like, oh, they've been asking me to go to their parents for dinner, and I'm like, I don't want to go. And now you're realizing, like, oh, that kind of looks bad. It probably looks bad to their parents that I didn't want to go to that dinner, and it looks bad that I'm just kind of like chilling at home in my pajamas because I can't be bothered. You're kind of seeing how, like, that might not feel supportive to your person, and maybe you've gotten away with it a time or five, but you're like, I don't really want to keep doing that. That doesn't make them feel good. Maybe your person is going through something with their family where, you know, families are intermingling, families are mixing, people are getting stepdads or stepmothers or whatever, and the children are all adjusting. So maybe your person is like trying to adjust to his or her family changing. And you're like, I've already been there. I should be there more because obviously they're having a hard time. And then some of you guys are going to be thinking about reconciling, okay? If you guys, whether you're single, in a relationship, whatever, okay, put it where it goes. There is somebody that is there for you through something hard, okay? Everyone, I feel like, had a really hard last week. Even if you didn't have a hard 3 weeks to a month, you probably had a hard last week at least. There was somebody that you could have broken up with or somebody that you're on, off with that... they're not good at standing up for you. They're not good at when other girls are flirting with them or other guys are flirting, whatever. They're not like, oh, don't do that. I'm not giving you my number, blah, 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 blah. You can't slide in my DMs. You can't follow me on my social media. Maybe they're not good at that, but they are good at being there for you for other things. You guys could heavily be thinking about reconciling with this person. Okay, maybe you guys have been broken up for like 1 to 6 months and you're like, well, I just went through all of this and they let me cry on their shoulder. They actually cared. Because remember I told you guys in the download, you guys are seeing who actually cares when you're going through this mess. And the people that could not be bothered. Okay? So again, the analogy that I gave you guys is us being in the desert and everyone walking past with a full cup of water. And they're just like... and you're just like... you're not even asking, but they're just not even giving. So they walk past you, their water's gone, and they're like, oh, I'll get some more water. I'll be right back. The people that you're considering reconciling with or keeping around or making a main character in your life, they didn't do that while you were going through this. They saw you that you didn't have water and they were crying while you were drinking the water. You picking up what I'm putting down? They're like, oh my gosh, have mine. This really took you by surprise. Okay, because I feel like it's hard for you guys to trust. So you guys could be like, well, they were really there for me. I was not expecting that. So maybe we need to have a heart-to-heart about them being so nice to these people that want to meddle in our relationship, that want to cause third-party fuckery. You know? Yeah, flirting. I'm getting that. People try to flirt with your person. People try to flirt with your person. So you guys are going to be putting that in check. Stay optimistic about your love life. I know I hate this card. I don't hate it, but I'm like, okay, whatever. Positive thinking, bestie. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. We know. Okay, we know. Can I have one more? Oh, wait, you know what? Not from this deck, this deck. Okay. Besties. We got, I'm changing this pattern and moving forward. I'm telling you guys, drop your street bikes down below or motorcycles or whatever emoji you got. You guys are seeing like something's changing in this person that you want to reconcile with. And if that does not apply, then it applies to you, that you are changing certain patterns and moving forward. Okay, so put it where it applies, but we're reading love right now. We're channeling love. You guys are seeing like, oh, they're changing. They're definitely changing. I was not expecting that, especially if you guys are seeing angel number 333. Okay, so if you are seeing angel number 333 all over the place, or that is your jam when you see it, you're like, I did not expect them to be that shoulder to cry on. I did not expect them to have empathy or compassion while I was going through this mess. Then I have, I'm praying you'll come back after everything that's happened between us. Okay, I worry that you won't forgive me and allow me another chance. So that person that has all kinds of, what's it called? Becky, no. Thirsties, okay? Whoever you are wanting to reconcile with that has all these little thirsties, all these little opportunists that want to mess with them just because they're your trophy or you're theirs or you guys look real cute together, whatever, what have you. This person knows that they got to do a better job of that if they want to keep you around. They can't just give you the compassion. They can't just give you the protection. Part of the protection is protecting you guys against ops, protecting you guys against thirsties, those that want to interject and make a mess. So this person is saying, I'm praying that they'll come back to me. I'm praying, because they feel like they don't really have a chance in hell. But they be praying, though. They be hoping. And it says, I'm praying you'll come back after everything that's happened between us, and I worry that you won't forgive me and allow me another chance. Because you guys have done this song and dance. You guys have been there, done that, got the t-shirt. This is not your first rodeo with other people approaching them and them being nice about it. Oh, well, they're just a work friend, or, oh, like, I just didn't want to be a jerk when they wanted to follow me. Okay? So that's what you guys are thinking about. Okay? Or that's what they're thinking about. My bad. But yeah, this person that you guys are wanting to reconcile with, it's hard for you guys to let them go. And I don't like saying stuff like that because I don't want to keep you guys tethered to people that you're not supposed to be tethered with. So please use your discernment if that is for you. You guys will know because it's very specific. But this person is just like, they know they have to do better. They know that they have to do better. Because there's people that they're very attractive and they kind of like that attention and they're flattered, but they're starting to see that not at the expense of this relationship, okay? Because they're not going to meet anyone better. They're not going to meet anyone better. Okay. I need to move slowly with this, but trust when I am moving, even when it seems that I am not. Okay. I need to move slowly with this, but trust that I am moving even when it seems that I am not. So this person, whether this is a toxic relationship, singles, those reconciling, you guys don't know where it fits. They want you to know that they're moving. This could even be you. This could be confirmation that, like, your person doesn't think that you're moving, or they don't think that you're trying. They don't think that you're doing all these things behind the scenes, but you're like, I really am. I really am aware. Because remember, you guys have this heightened awareness right now. Because your abilities are, like, amplifying. So you're really recognizing things with clarity because you've been trying really hard to get more sleep and get more rest and figure out ways to re-energize. So you could be thinking, I want them to know that I am trying. It might not seem like I'm moving, but I am doing all of these other things behind the scenes. I'm praying, I'm going to therapy. Like, there's all these things that you're doing, but, like, they might think, like, oh, they're never going to try. So it could be that, or it could be the person that's wishing and praying and hoping that you will forgive them is trying to move towards you, but they're trying to do it slowly. They're like, I don't know how to approach them because I can tell that they can't deal with rejection not one more time. So they're trying to be really considerate, and they're trying to take it, like, they want you to take the reins of, like, can we get back together? Can we hang out? Can we try to work this out? Can we exclude all this shady business and all these shady thirsties because they don't belong in here? They don't belong in here. Okay, so I'm going to go over the initials one more time. We have JAHGTMNKO. Spiritual KOs in the house. Okay, I hope that helped you guys. We haven't done a love message in a week, so I hope that really helped you guys. And I really like doing that for you because I don't get to do love messages a lot, just like on Patreon. Okay? So if you guys are looking for really detailed, specific ad-free messages. That's all on my Patreon. I do everything podcast style because I'm super ADHD. I'm able to focus, go more in depth. Not every reading is podcast style. It just depends on the date, but the newer ones are because I want them to be more in depth without me getting distracted. Okay, so what you guys are going to be working on right now is releasing grief. You guys are going to be working on releasing grief. You guys have been going through a lot of grief, a lot of aggravation, a lot of aggravation. You're like, I can't deal with any more surprises or any more bad surprises or any more bad news. But this car is turning around. You guys are getting ready to change your circumstances, or you've already been praying for it, but that package has yet to be delivered, but it will be soon. We have wisdom. You guys are standing on the fact that you have a lot of wisdom. Your gifts are what they are, and you're not going to let people question them anymore. People are also starting to see like, oh, dang, they called that, and I should have listened. You guys are going to be tapping into your cosmic blueprint. You guys are going to be getting new hobbies, new activities, anything that's going to make you feel really sexy or confident, really yourself, really authentic. That's like, you want to be your most authentic self. So you guys are doing a lot of speaking up right now. You are no longer afraid to lose anyone that does not value you. You're like, they don't value me. I'm going to tell them, I don't appreciate that. Oh yeah, that little thing you did, I don't appreciate that neither. Bam. Okay. I don't know who needs to hear this. I didn't write it down, but I got it with the charms, but then I put it back, so I was like, eh. Somebody here likes desserts, okay? Or somebody here, I don't know if it's desserts or alcohol. It's one of the two. Maybe it's both. I don't know. I was getting, because somebody just said ice cream. Kirk just said ice cream. There was something about ice cream where you guys need to be careful about not eating it at night. I don't know. I have that problem too. But I've been trying really hard not to eat it. But anyways, it's a whole other thing. Somebody here needs to be careful with their ice cream intake because of like dairy, or their coffee intake, or their alcohol intake. I don't know who needs that. Just, if you were looking for extra confirmation, that's what it is. Okay. We have not everyone will have a seat at your table. Remember, these people that they couldn't come by with the water, they were like, they just drank it and they were like, oh, you're thirsty? Oh, mine is gone. So I'll come back though. I'll come back. You're still waiting. You know, when I put in the, in my regular edits, my regular uploads 2,000 years later, they still ain't here, bestie. They still ain't here. So you guys are going to be seeing like, oh, well, they could have had a seat at this table. They could have had the same, all of these resources that you guys are able to tap into. You would have willingly gave this to them had they helped you more, but they didn't. They didn't have a tissue, a shoulder to cry on. They wouldn't even let, you know what I mean? Like you had snot all over your face and they were just like, they could not be bothered. You guys are going to have a victory, a celebration, a big win. Whether that's buying a home, getting up out of this toxic environment. These people could be a part of this toxic environment. And you're like, oh, well, I'm leaving. And they're going to be like, say what? They're going to realize that you have more resources than you let on or that they knew about. And then they're going to be realizing, well, dang, when I was in this snafu and this obstacle and this hiccup, they could have bailed me out. They could have helped me, but I drank all the water. Imagine that. Like, you guys are just seeing like the path is clear. My exit strategy is clear, and they're not a part of that. They're not a part of that. Okay, so let's get you guys an angel number. Okay, we have 5, 4, 3. Oh. You know what that... Oh, of course I messed it up. 5, 4, 3. So this tells me, this is like when your package is going to be here. Okay, your package, your prayer, these miracles are already unfolding starting now. But what I'm seeing is there's like a countdown. You know when you're waiting on a package and you can see the stages. You're like, order is in, processed, shipped, delivered. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This ish is being processed, okay? Drop your microphones down below because you be keeping it real and you're using your words and you're using your prayers and you're saying it with conviction. There's a countdown. Your prayers are being processed. Affirm it below. My prayers are being processed. Okay, so I'm going to go through the download one more time. When the devil ignores you, bestie, you might be doing something wrong. When the devil comes at you sideways and every which way from Sunday, I stole this from Denzel Washington, okay? From one of his motivational speeches. I freaking love him, and he reminds me of my dad. Anyways, when the devil comes at you, maybe it's because you're trying to do something right. Something that you can say when it's getting hard, when it's getting bad, is God will accomplish what concerns me. The Lord will accomplish what concerns me. The universe will accomplish what concerns me. Say thank you in advance for what's already yours. Okay, thank you for that house on the hill. Thank you for that new car in the driveway. Thank you for that food in the fridge. Say thank you in advance for the life that you're going to lead. True desire is the heart and that itch that God is indicating it's yours. It is yours. This path is yours. This victory is yours. Cue the fairy tale. Cue the switch up. You guys got people going back. You know what? No one can figure out the method to your madness. You guys got blessings coming in hand over fist. No one can figure out how you're silently switching up everything. But because you guys haven't been through a switch up like this, because of all that's happened in the last month, in 2 to 3 years, you're switching everything. And then you are releasing anyone that doesn't value you. You are no longer scared to lose people that do not see your worth. There's a lot of little whispers about what you're doing, how you look, your aesthetic, what you've been eating. People are looking at like, oh, their body is snatched. Like, oh, they look like they've been losing weight. Or, oh, they're glowing. Or, oh, like, I love what they're wearing. People are like whispering. And in a few weeks, you guys are going to see a huge change in your finances, but it's starting today, bestie. It's starting today. You are already seeing how you're going to be bailed out of this jam and how other people are not really going to benefit off of that. Let's see. I'm excited for you guys. You are ready to switch things up like never before because you've been going through a lot of pain, a lot of sadness, a lot of turmoil, and you're just kind of seeing like, I didn't go through all of that for nothing. I did not go through all of that for nothing. So I hope that this message helped you guys. If you guys are looking for extra content, ad-free, link is in the description box. Cash App link is in the description box. Thank you guys for all of your generous donations tonight. Thank you so, so much. I work my butt off to deliver these messages, and I do it with my whole heart and my whole butt and my, my whole soul, because I mean what I say when I say it. You guys deserve the very best. And it's okay to be silent about what's coming next or what you're doing next, because these people didn't support you and they don't deserve to know. This is the spiritual knockout, okay? This is your spiritual KO. And you ain't going to have to lift many fingers. You're only lifting words. You're only praying with conviction, affirming with conviction, because this is the life that you deserve. Okay, this is the life that you guys deserve. All right, let me know in the comments after the live stream ends which charms you really liked or really resonated with you, or if the initials meant anything to you. That's like my favorite part, reading your guys' confirmations. Also, after the live stream ends, let me know, what is your favorite TV show? Do you stream it? Is it like, where do you watch it at? Okay. What else? I think that's it. So don't forget to smash the you-know-what, hit the bell, and drop your favorite affirmation, drop your favorite ask-formation, and I will see you guys in the next one. And also, thank you to Virginia and Savage Queen for helping me moderate this live stream. I love you guys. Enjoy the replay. I know I will. I'm going to get all my snacks and watch the replay because I like reading the live chat and seeing how you guys are like. I just love it. I love what I do. And that's what you guys are working towards, loving what you do. I might have 5 jobs, but I love what I do. Okay. And yeah. Oh, I'm also on TikTok now. If you didn't know, now you know. And I think that's it. All right. Bye, guys.